1991 NBA Finals. Today, Game 1 between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls.
You are looking at Chicago Stadium, and they are basketball crazy here in Chicago as we approach the start of the NBA Championship Series. Usual capacity crowd, better than 17,000 on hand as the Bulls add to their all-time attendance record. This the 189th straight sellout at Chicago Stadium. Hi everybody, I'm Marv Albert along with Mike Fratello, and we welcome you to game number 1 of the best of 7. Now only 12 times since Michael Jordan entered the NBA back in 1984 he and Magic Johnson met in the same game. Now this series eventually figures to be more than just Michael going up against Magic, but the matchup problems they present are intriguing. First of all, Mike, from the Laker point of view, how will they defend against Michael Jordan, the most explosive player in the game?
Mark, the Lakers realize you don't use the word stop when speaking of Michael Jordan. Mike Dunleavy told us yesterday he'd love to double-team Michael Jordan at every opportunity to try and get the ball out of his hands. The problem is the rest of the Bulls have raised their game level. The result, a trip to the championship series. The Lakers have an outstanding team defense, one that will double-team and surround Jordan selectively during the course of the game. But sometimes not even a double team or triple team is enough to stop Michael. He has just too much at the offensive end of the floor.
What do you feel the Bulls will attempt to do in going up against Magic Johnson?
Well, because Magic controls about 95% of the Lakers' offense, Chicago will use a philosophy similar to the one they used against the Detroit Pistons and Isaiah Thomas. Get the ball out of the point guard's hands as much as possible. Versus Magic, expect Chicago's extended defense to use early traps, keeping pressure on him at all times. Now, the problem that surfaces is, because of the matchups, Jordan on defense versus Magic, the pressure has to come from a Michael Jordan, harassing him the entire time when he's playing offense. It's going to be interesting to see if anything is taken away from Jordan's offensive game because he's trying to stop Magic at the defensive end.
So it'll be Magic and the Lakers, Michael and the Bulls. It is a marquee get-together, and it is just moments away.
You know, when you're a competitor, you want to play against the best. I played against Larry, and I've always wanted to play against Michael.
This is it. This is what I've been waiting for. I think everybody in America's been waiting for. Michael against Magic. It's a big highlight. This is my first time to the finals, and I'm looking for an exciting final. Hopefully we can win, but it's going to be challenging.
Back in Chicago, we're set for the introduction of the lineups. Always a theatrical production here at Chicago Stadium. Let's join with Ray Clay on the public address.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicago Bulls welcome the world's greatest fans to the Chicago Stadium, the noisiest arena in the NBA. I'm Ray Clay, and today's Game 1 of the NBA Finals is between the LA Lakers and your Chicago Bulls. And now for this afternoon's lineups. First, for the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. At forward, from North Carolina, 6'9", Sam Perkins. At the other forward, from North Carolina, 6'9", James Worthy. At center, from Yugoslavia, 6'11", Vlade Divac. From Michigan State, at guard, 6'9", Irvin Magic Johnson. At the other guard, from Arizona State, 6'4", Byron Scott. The LA Lakers are coached by Mike Dunleavy. Phil Jackson.
And today we are enhanced by double coverage of the sidelines. We're joined by both Ahmad Rashad and Steve Jones. First, here's Ahmad.
All right, Marv, all week long, Michael Jordan has been trying to downplay the matchup between him and Magic. He said it's the Bulls against the Lakers. So this morning I said, Mike, no matter what you say, everybody in America realizes that this game is between you and Magic. He looked back at me. He had a twinkle in his eye and a big smile on his face, and he said, I know. Let's go down to Steve Jones.
All right, Ahmad, Magic agrees with you. This is a huge matchup, but the matchup that he's more concerned about is big game James Worthy and his availability against Scottie Pippen. I spoke to James Worthy before the game. He said his ankle is improving. He expects to play. I watched him during the warm-ups. He is still having a problem. Back to you, Marv.
All right, Steve. Ahmad, for the Chicago Bulls, this is their first ever appearance in the finals in this their silver anniversary season. For the Los Angeles Lakers, it is their 9th trip to the championship round in the last 12 years. A remarkable accomplishment. The officials, Hugh Evans, Jack Madden, and Hugh Holland. And we're set for the start of Game 1 of the NBA Championship Series. The Chicago Bulls finishing 61-21, winning the Central Division and whipping right through the playoffs. The LA Lakers 58-24 in the regular season, second in the Pacific, and then they were able to knock off the Portland Trailblazers in 6, wrapping up that series in Los Angeles this past Thursday. Lonnie Divac, Bill Cartwright, and the opening tip controlled by the LA Lakers as Magic Johnson moves across against Michael Jordan. Perkins being played by Cartwright. And it's called by Hugh Evans. A bump by Cartwright, who picks up the foul.
Both teams trying to establish an inside game immediately, according to what their coaches told us yesterday. Perkins down low. We'll see this a number of times, trying to get the ball down into Sam. He reads the defense before he makes his offensive move.
And now Magic posting and got it out for Worthy, who beat Pippen. And at least on that move, the ankle looked fine. Lakers with a 2-0 lead.
In fact, as we saw the last game against Portland, he was not able to make that move from the top of the circle off the dribble. He either caught it and shot, or he reversed the ball. Good sign for the Lakers right there. James putting it on the floor.
Here's Pippen, and he's hit on the reach in. The first look was to Bill Cartwright as the Bulls tried to get Cartwright involved early, but he did not have the shot, and he whipped it right back outside. The foul was called on Worthy.
All the moves that have been planned out for the chess match we'll see unfold as the game goes on. Each team going down low initially, trying to get their centers off.